gym. Every punch thrown a battle from within. They see the glory, don't know the grind. Leave the weakness, leave it all behind. Let's go! Again! Harder!
Some fighters are remembered because they were champions. Others because they were avoided. Sam Langford was avoided by champions. They called it the Black Murderer's Row. Not a title, not a belt, but a group of fighters so dangerous, so skilled, that no champion wanted to face them. And at the center of it was Sam Langford, born on March 4th, 1883. In Weymouth Falls, Nova Scotia, Canada, Langford grew up in poverty, in a world where opportunity was limited and expectations were even lower. As a young boy, he didn't dream of greatness. He dreamed of escape. In his early teens, he left home, eventually making his way to Boston, a new city, a new chance, and a new fight for survival. He worked odd jobs, slept wherever he could, and learned quickly that nothing would be given to him. Everything had to be taken. Around 1902, Langford stepped into a boxing ring for the first time. Not as a star, but as a young man trying to survive. But it didn't take long for people to notice. He was different. Langford wasn't just strong. He was complete. Speed, power, defense, ring intelligence. A fighter who could do everything and do it better than almost anyone alive. By 1903, he was already building a reputation, and on December 8, 1903, Sam Langford faced one of the greatest fighters of the era, Joe Gans. The 17-year-old Langford defeated Gans by a 15-round decision in Boston. Although Gans was the reigning lightweight champion, the fight was a non-title bout because Langford was over the agreed weight. Through this victory, he proved something far more important. He belonged. Then in 1906, he faced a rising heavyweight, Jack Johnson, a tough, close fight, one that showed the world Langford could compete with the biggest men in boxing. But as Johnson rose to become heavyweight champion, the rematch never came. Because by then, everyone knew Sam Langford was too dangerous, too skilled, too much of a risk. And in that era, that was enough to keep you out. Because boxing wasn't just about winning, it was about control. Promoters protected champions, managers avoided threats, and fighters like Langford didn't bring safety. They brought danger, financial risk. And in a segregated system, opportunity wasn't equal. So despite being one of the best fighters alive, Sam Langford never fought for a world title. And the numbers tell the story. Over 300 fights, more than 200 victories, over 100 knockouts. He fought from lightweight to heavyweight. At just around 5'6", he faced men much larger than him. And still he broke them down. They didn't avoid him because he couldn't win. They avoided him because they knew he would win. But greatness comes at a cost. Years of punishment, war after war, fight after fight, took everything from him. By the 1920s, Langford's eyesight began to fail. Some say from accumulated damage, others from untreated injuries. But the result was the same. The man who once saw everything in the ring could barely see it all. And still he fought, nearly blind, not for titles, not for legacy, but to survive. Because for fighters like him, there was no safety net, no easy way out. He retired in the mid-1920s. His body was worn, his vision nearly gone. But his legend, unmatched. Sam Langford passed away on January 12, 1956. No world title, no official crown, but something greater. Respect, because those who truly understand boxing know the truth. Sam Langford was one of the greatest fighters to ever walk this earth, a king without permission. Every legend has a story, and every king leaves a legacy. This is a Ring King Chronicles. Who should enter the ring next? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more.
Champion forever.